day. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer? Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 65 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Incomplete. You look at this Niner. Defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jackson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They give to Achane on the option. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Achane will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go again. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. High in the air to bring it in. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. They'll throw now on the final play. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So we have come to halftime, and we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up. Decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Excellent job on. The keeper, 20 yards and a 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball.
Hurts fumbles it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, some strong running. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Back to throw again. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner?
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. But first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you... Look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They'll look to throw again, and that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now And all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finding room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 24-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the 49ers, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win.